So Truist has business vehicle loans. Actually, my other business vehicle, I got financed through Truist. So the way they work, and this is something to be careful of, because I know Truist is like is becoming one of the more popular financial institutions right now.
Mm-hmm.
You basically need, before you apply, these are just things to just keep in mind, because this is something that I actually made the mistake of doing 2 years ago. So you want to get a bill of sale, right, with the out the door price. Okay.
Why does that
You
matter?
guys,
Tell them why that matters. Yeah. Break that down.
so you want the out the door price because you don't want the price to change. Like when you go there, they're going to say, oh, you get extended warranty, get a tire package, get all of this.
Yeah.
You want to tell your salespeople, give me the out the door price, and this includes taxes, registration, everything. Out the door price, final price. This is the number that you're going to get put on the check that gets cut. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you want a bill of sale, right? The other thing you want to do is you do want to put down a deposit, and this actually goes before the bill of sale. And I'm gonna explain why. And it's kind of weird the way their process works, but you want to put down a deposit. And it doesn't have to be. It could be like $100, right? You just give them a check, right? Put down a deposit to reserve your vehicle, because what might happen is, if, let's say, the VIN number changes. If the VIN number for Truist, if the VIN number changes, it's considered a new application. So then they'll hard pull your credit again. Okay, so. That's why you want to put down a deposit. So I just want to put this fact: if the VIN number changes, it's like a new, it's like a completely new application. It's kind of similar to, like, let's say with like real estate investing, right?
Yep.
Like when you're buying like an owner occupied property, you usually just get a blanket approval letter, and you can use that same letter to go shopping. But when you're buying an investment property, the numbers changes because it's based off of the let's say if you're doing like a debt service coverage ratio, it's going to be based specifically off the property. Each property is considered a separate underwriting. That's the same thing with how they kind of work. So if the VIN number changes, you're going to have to do a new application, right? Mm-hmm. And so that's something I learned through trial and error. New application, okay. And of course, they're Equifax all day.
Okay.
Equifax all day.
Personal and business on both of them, both double.
Personal and yes, and they report to Equifax business.
That's good.
This is a gem because
that's really good.
Equifax business. So there's a handful of banks that pull Equifax business. Well, at least there were. So I'm not so sure about Citizens Bank, because as some of you might know, they switched up. They're now hard pulling Experian.
Yep.
But they also report to PayNet. Now, PayNet is important because PayNet is financial trade data. Now, let me for those who don't know what PayNet is, not Paydex, but PayNet.
Yeah.
Because it gets and so PayNet is actually owned by Equifax.
Yep.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yep.
So pretty much what PayNet is, it's financial trade data, right? It's lines of credit, it's credit cards, it's not net 30s. Okay. Let me see if I could just pull up a quick example of so it's really commercial banks use PayNet to see, okay, what is your your financial financial history in terms of like lines of credit, loans, equipment finance, and all of that gets reported to PayNet. And Equifax actually bought PayNet. So now, like, anything that reports to Equifax business is also going to make its way onto PayNet. And PayNet is important for loans and lines of credit. And I'm gonna go into a couple institutions that actually do pull PayNet, because at first I thought maybe it was a little overrated, but it actually comes into play for financial trade data. But anyways, going back, where was we at? Right here. Okay. I want to wrap up in terms of like the car financing stuff, right?
Yeah. And
So
after
just
after you're done with that, could you also tell people like a good lender for like a food truck and maybe like semis and trucking? Maybe you know some of those.
okay. Yep. So okay. So let's go over
Plug is good on the spot. Isn't he good on the spot? You're good on the spot, bro. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
it just flows, right?
Freestyle
So
Friday, bro. Like 8 Mile of the credit plug gems, man. Like you just come on now. Let's go. 'Cause we
so
have a lot of people in trucking. They don't know where to go to get financing, right? We have a lot of people that want to do food trucks, right? These and even maybe like a camper, like an RV or something like that. Like, what are some of your good things on that? And we can kind of move on from all the transportation.
okay, yeah. I'll go over that right after this. Right after this.
Okay.
So one thing that's a game changer right now is what's called CarPutty, right? So think of this, instead of getting a loan every time you want a car, it's basically like you get a line of credit. And so
Ooh.
you can put the vehicles on the line of credit. So
Oh,
you just apply
yes.
once. You
Yes.
just apply once. And then, so you're going to get, let's say, like a $200,000 line of credit. You can put multiple vehicles on there, right? And you can pre-qualify, no impact to your credit score. You do want to have like a 680 or higher on Experian. And this right here is like a game changer, right? They have this little illustration where it's like the old way of buying cars. You every time you want to purchase a car, refinance a car, you have to get a hard credit check. With CarPutty, you get a line of credit.
Wow.
And
That's
then
so good.
you pay down the line of credit. It's a fixed rate. And you just pay down the line of credit. And then once as you have available credit, you could add more cars to it and stuff like that. So anyways, with them, so you want to have 2 years of credit history, 680 or higher.
Wow.
They do look at your DTI and your payment history. And so then right now, though, I want to say they're in a lot of states. I don't know if you guys can see down here, but
No,
like
Nevada, bro. What Ohio,
no,
though? That's what's up. Buckeye
no
State.
no
Man,
Maryland though. That what I'm saying.
it's all good, man.
They got
Dang.
DC and Virginia. So
I'm about to move to Phoenix,
yeah.
bro.
So
I'm about to move to Phoenix. AZ. Shout outs to him. Man.
right. So definitely check out CarPutty, man. I know a couple people who've gotten like lines of credit, and they also have them for business. So on the
Yes.
business side, the lines of credit go up to $800,000. And I think on the personal side, I think they go up to 200 or 250. I know someone personally who just got $190,000 line of credit.
Wow. And it reports the business credit, or is it completely doesn't report?
Right now, they're not reporting.
Well, still, you get in the line of credit, it's not reporting to
Right.
your personal, which is a big deal.
Here's the thing. You know how it, like with fintechs, sometimes it takes even a couple years before they report, because sometimes like to get the data furnishing license with like Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, you have to have a certain amount of customers first. So I think I want to say with Experian, you need at least like 2,000. So like a lot of times, like with fintech, like when there's a brand new card or brand new product, sometimes it may not report immediately. Some of y'all might remember that, like when the Apple Card first came out, it was like a hidden trade line. Like it didn't report for like the first, and then eventually it started report. But from what I recall right now, CarPutty is not reporting. So like, at least for now, not to say that's going to be like that forever, but for right now, if you do wind up, using it, it's not going to show up on your credit report. It's not going to impact your DTI. So like,
That's amazing.
That's a game changer right there.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a gem for sure.